travel with me. Hey fellow humans, Mina here. Welcome back to another Drive-In Talk. Just as a reminder, doing some shameless self-promotion on my random world travels and other Korean driving videos and videos of driving around the world and all that fun stuff are on my second YouTube channel, Drive with Mina. You can check the card or link in the description. Go give it a like, share, follow, subscribe, all that fun jazz to help the algorithm gods. Thank you so much. Okay, last week we talked about the first book in the Imperium series, which was Fourth Wing. And so this week we are continuing with that talk with the second book, which is Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. And just as a side note, my laundry room, I don't know what it's doing, but it does it sometimes. There's like, I don't know, it's doing something with the water or something. You may or may not hear it in the background. It may be drowned out by the music. Who knows? We'll find out when we edit or when you watch this. But yeah, if you're wondering what that noise is in the background besides the music, it's my laundry room. I don't know what it is. It just does that sometimes. Anyway, this is another Rave video. We do have some rants, but for the third book. But this isn't the third book. This is the second book. And before we get into the review, I'll just give a quick blurb read of the book on Goodreads. Everyone expected Violet Sorengale to die during her first year at Basgiath War College, Violet included, but threshing was only the first impossible test meant to weed out the weak-willed, the unworthy, and the unlucky. Now the real training begins, and Violet's already wondering how she'll get through. It's not just that it's grueling and maliciously brutal, or that it's designed to stretch out the rider's capacity for pain beyond endurance. It's the new Vice Commandant, who made it his personal mission to teach Violet exactly how powerless she is, unless she betrays the man she loves. Although Violet's body might be weaker and frailer than everyone else's, she still has her wits and her will of iron. And leadership is forgetting the most important lesson Basgiath has taught her. Dragon riders make their own rules, but a determination to survive won't be enough this year, because Violet knows the real secret hidden for centuries at Basgiath War College, and nothing, not even dragonfire, may be enough to save them in the end. Dun, dun, dun. There might be some spoilers in the review, so just heads up, but nothing major. And this is a rave review. Again, next week we'll do some rant and raves because we love those. But yeah, let's get into my thoughts on the second book. And just before I get into it, oh my god, that cover! Why the cover for this series so damn beautiful? Anyway, this book had much to live up to, being the sequel to Fourth Wing, and you know what? I think it rises to the occasion. My friend might disagree, but I still think so, yeah. Reading is subjective. Some parts did feel a bit flat compared to the rest of the novel, but it hit mark perfectly for about 96.7% of the book. It's not often we get a highly anticipated sequel that lives up to the expectations set up by the first. And now that I've read this book, I now have to I had to impatiently wait for the next book in the series to come out. It's now out by the time I'm recording this video, and I've read it, and we'll talk about it next week. But yeah, this book amped up its stakes and storytelling from the first book. I found it to be darker, but with still a perfect balance of comic relief and sexy times when necessary. I felt more emotionally attached to many of the OG squad, like Rave, Rydok, Sawyer, exec in this book, and was genuinely upset to see them go through some struggles they went through, but also happy when they triumphed. I love how we get to see more of Xaden's world and home. I love reading all the surprises we learned about him in this book. Also that we get to see the griffins and their flies and learn more about them. It would have been cool to it would be cool to get a spin-off someday about the flyers. I bet Yaros can pull that off. Plus, it would expand the world of the continent even more. I don't want to make this review with spoilers, actually, so if you're looking to dive more into the world Yaros built, this is a worthy continuation. Just know that it ends exactly like the first, on another cliffhanger, which seems to be Yaros' thing. But hey, it'll keep us coming back for more, and if Yaros is good about anything, it's including the chapter's ending. If Yaros is good about anything, including chapter endings, it's a good cliffhanger. How about you guys, my fellow humans? Have you read the Fourth Ring Imperium series? And do you agree that the second book was just as good or as the first? Or did the second book didn't hit as well as the first for you? My friend read the second book, enjoyed it, but decided that it wasn't as good as the first and decided that she wasn't going to continue reading the series. But I personally enjoyed this book just as much as the first. There were some low parts, yeah, but I still thoroughly had a good read. And the cliffhanger, yeah, I couldn't wait to get to my hands on the third book. And we'll be talking about it next week. So yeah, is the series still overhyped? Probably, but for good reason. And we'll see if the hype still continues when we talk about the third book next week. So yeah, let me know if you guys read this book, plan on reading it, or if you decided the first book is perfect as it is and you're not going to continue, or if the second one is your ending, or if you didn't read it at all, or if you read them all and loved them. Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear them. Anywho, that's all I gotta say for now. If you want to keep hearing more about stuff, be sure to follow me on all your favorite socials. Links below, including Drive with Mina. Stay safe and take care. Bye!